Two 20 microns, a 50 micron, and a 100 micron orifice apertures. And the 20 microns, that's what we're on right now. The aperture is very small, and so if you get out of alignment, it takes a little bit of time to get it back in again. We could do it over the phone together, but the reality is, questions I pose to customers sometimes are like, well, I changed the aperture. Okay, why did you change the aperture? And they may be like, I don't know. And then you'll be like, well, if you don't know why you did something, then that's kind of a problem then, right? So if you say, hey, I wanted to get more beam for getting more x-ray counts, I'd be like, okay, great. All right, so let's go over how to align apertures and all that other good stuff. Usually we would change an aperture if one of the apertures is dirty, for instance, and then you'll go to a different aperture. And how do we know if an aperture is dirty? If you can't focus, the aperture is dirty. That's the reality of it. So usually that's not the case, but we'll tackle that bridge down the road. It's not an extremely hard thing to do, but for instance, if somebody starts playing with these knobs, you saw me yesterday, I was aligning the aperture. If somebody starts playing with the knobs, you can get something out of alignment, and you can still image with it. You can't really stigmate very well, right? Because apertures and stigmation go hand in hand, making the beam circular. And so that could become a problem, especially for you guys, because you guys are playing at high magnifications. Somebody who's using it at 2000x, it's like, who cares? Right? Yeah, I don't care. But you guys are playing above that 20,000x, so yes, we have to make sure the apertures are aligned. And you don't try to align the aperture unless you're at 10,000x. So a lot of customers would try to align the aperture at 1,000x, and you wouldn't see any of this movement in it, and then all of a sudden they go to 10,000x and it's out the window because they aligned it at 1,000x. It's not a big deal. 10,000x is the minimum. We'll go over that down,